Deep Forest then in the Group 3s. What do we have then? 12 laps in the Group 3 cars on the racing soft tyre with 2 times fuel, 5 times tyre and BOP. I have been seeing lots of good things about this daily race, a lot of good things. It's pretty much safe to say, well, I've been seeing anyway, that this daily race is definitely up there with one of the best. We've got 1 pit stop mandatory in the race as well, probably explains the 5 times tyre wear. But on the racing soft tyre, yeah, this race should be really good. Forest Raceway then, one of the OG tracks on Gran Turismo in the series, I think, since from the very start with Gran Turismo back in '97. Slight change to the back end of the track here with the hairpin for Gran Turismo 7. But other than that, the track's been pretty much the same, well, forever. But then, let's get into it. Where are we then? P12. Not so bad. Right, away we go then at Deep Forest Raceway. The old GTI Nismo. Down the hill into the first corner. Just keep it nice and tidy as always. Just keep an eye on that inside line. And a Mazda going through there. Got Mazdas, Porsches, Toyotas in this one. Ford GT40, see a Peugeot as well. So, yeah, we have got a mix in this one, haven't we? Going to try here and put the inside into this corner. It's going to pull a late break in there, but we've got the move done, bit of contact. It allows, I believe it's a Porsche there, just to get up the inside of us there. Got a GT40 in there as well. Now the Mazda's right behind us as well. Bit of a battle there towards the end of the first lap. Into the hairpin for the first time. Oh, I've gone very late there on the brakes. I've gone very, very late there on the brakes. Oh, there we go. Got a battle here at the start of lap 2, 3 wide going into the first corner. GT40's got the inside. Toyota's backed out, which is going to be quite gentle here, getting the right gear, that would help. Or GT40, bit of a skid there. Who's going to tuck in behind for the minute. Really try to use these racing soft tyres in the first few laps while they're at their freshest to really push and try to get a couple of places if we can. One here behind me. Battle up here going in towards the hairpin. We've got 2 that have just taken penalties. Couple there going wide at the hairpin. Gonna follow the GT40 who's going into the pits. I was going to say follow the GT40 up the hill. But the GT40 going in for a new set of tyres. Quite early that for a pit stop, end of lap 2. We'll see when other guys are going to start pitting to change over tyres. Love these couple of corners here at Deep Forest Raceway. Oh, just such a flowy circuit, isn't it? I really like it. Bit of thing going on in front of us there. We've got a bit of a thing there. We have got a bit of a thing. Just about managed to keep it though. Just go back in behind the Toyota for the minute. Oh, slidey there. From the Toyota, I reckon this guy's going to try and make a move. He's trying to make a move anyway. Thing about it, we're all in different cars, so we get some good battles in our different machinery. We're going to be inside into the hairpin, isn't he? Just make the move stick, try to leave that space. But yeah, sensing there, the Toyota's going to just nip through as well. Down the hill. And up towards the start of lap 4, just trying to pick the space out. We've got Nissan versus McLaren versus Toyota. Trying to leave the space there on the right hand side for the Toyota. We know he's there. There he is. On the brakes, into the middle, bit of a tap off the back of the McLaren. Now we've got the GT40 behind us getting involved. It's great stuff. To watch that GT40 behind us there. All the Toyota in P11 getting a bit funny there. Try to thread your way through around these corners. Try to be careful. Sense that moment to pick them off. Ooh. Toyota at the minute is really struggling. Doesn't seem like they've got the car underneath them at the minute. So we can try to get through. Feel like they may be holding us up now. But we'll get past them anyway with this 1.5 second time penalty. Just got to really watch that GT40. Oh, has he got a penalty as well? Okay. Just takes the pressure off a little bit for the moment. Stop ahead of us then, going for, well, the set of the racing soft tyres. Start of lap 5. Tyres, not so bad. Yeah, the tyres are okay at the moment, I think. We'll just go for a bit longer. Trying to short shift out this first corner, just to keep your back end in check, especially as you run out onto the apex there. And again, this section here, get all these corners hooked up, which is great. Really nice sequence of corners, these. See if a few guys are going to make pit stops behind us at the end of this lap. One of those GT40s to go in if possible, because I say that GT40 is quick in a straight line. It's P7 now then, start of lap 6, halfway through the race, there or thereabouts. Expected that GT40 has caught us at the first corner, and having a bit of a look there as well as we get ourselves round. The advantage flips back to us with the infield section here. Just got the front end on the Nismo just to help us get through and stay ahead of these guys here behind us. Seems the tyre wear is pretty even across the board, looking at the condition of the tyres at the minute. But we are starting to notice a little bit. Into the pits maybe next couple of laps. Ourselves back onto a fresher set of the racing softs and then just take it from there and see what happens. Just watch for any moves into this hairpin on those two GT40s behind us. Bit of a thing there behind as well. Right, we've got 3 in the pits. Right, I'm going to take my pit stop now. Just be careful not to cross that line. Right, fresh set of racing softs. Let's go. There, without crossing that white line. That's lovely. And we've got a fresh set of tyres on now. Really try to push it now and see where we can get to. Looks like the race is against the Mazda at the minute then, well, it is for the foreseeable, unless the Mazda decides to pull away from us. Just try to make some inroads then. 4 laps to go. Just keep going. The flag's just up ahead. Someone else there has gone up as well. GT40 there's got a 3.5. That's going to allow us to move up a place. Right, into P12 then. Push on. I think that hairpin, a bit of an Achilles heel for me, that hairpin. It's just about getting the drive out of the hairpin that's the key. Seconds to the Mazda ahead. Someone else there that's gone off as well in 10th position. Find this sort of infield section here is where I'm stronger on the Deep Forest Raceway. Seem to get those corners all hooked up on the same lap. You can really make some inroads on the cars in front. Oh, and then just seem to lose it with corners like that. This side by side there by the look of it with the Mazda and the Porsche. Porsche's taken a penalty. Just going to go alongside into the hairpin, but again, watch where the Porsches, we both sort of stuffed that one up. Inside at the start of lap 10, down towards the first corner. Get on those brakes, get on the inside. Oh, a bit of a late brake there from me. It's just allowed the Porsche to hold the position on the outside. Porsche's going. Well, we're trying to go with him. Be alright for at least P12 as this race enters the closing stages. I have to say, so far, good race. So who's got the tyres at the start of these final couple of laps? Usually find the GTR Nismo to be pretty good on the tyres. The race leader, in fact the top 2 are making stops on the penultimate lap. I think really you can run the racing soft tyre, or one set of the racing soft tyres, all the way to the end of the penultimate lap of the race, but obviously you do have to make that pit stop to change to a new set of tyres, otherwise you just get a 1 minute penalty at the end if you don't. I think from here we should be, yeah, it should be pretty good. Wheel to wheel there into the hairpin for the final time, not that it's going to really affect us from where we are. Right, up towards the finish line. Right, so not really a race there results-wise, but definitely seeing why people are really liking this daily race this week. It's just good. You've got the racing soft tyre on a track that's really, really nice and flowy. You've got a technical section, you've got a high-speed section here and running around to the start-finish line. And again, different cars, different Group 3s, it just works. You can either compromise in the infield and blast past everyone in the Ford GT40 on the back straight, or you can get, I don't know, the GTR Nismo or something like that and go for a more balanced approach, or just use something that's completely different. It's just one of them. It's really good. Races anyway on the racing soft tyres are just always good because obviously you can push a lot harder on the racing soft tyre, so the race is going to be quicker anyway. Yeah, put all that together and we have a great daily race. Let's see what happens now. Right, off again then from P12. Right, buckle up. Right, let's get on. Get ourselves around this first corner. Just got someone there on the inside. Just watch that space there. We get up this bit. A bit of a thing there at the start. Just in front of us. Just trying to navigate through this infield section again. At the back of the Suzuki as we get up towards the Porsche. Hold that thought. Just keep an eye for the Porsche behind us. Instant hairpin. Porsche's going for it as expected. Just get it turned in. Yeah. Down the hill and back up again to complete the first lap. Suzuki and someone else in the pits. Start on lap 2. Just bottled up at the moment behind the Porsche. A bit sideways there. The Porsche is getting caught on the apex. Just going to allow us to nip through. Work it through this middle bit now. Just keep an eye behind us there for the Mazda. And just really try to use these racing soft tyres whilst they're at their freshest. Get as much as you can out of them. Someone there just taking a penalty. Just get around them. Get it slowed down for the hairpin as well. Get it turned in. And again, I just think the hairpin, just a bit of an Achilles heel for me there, that hairpin. Pit stops. Yeah, we've got one there. Start on lap 3, P7. Got a few guys making early stops there to change the tyres. Mazda right behind us now. Drive out of there. Just keeps the Mazda at bay for the moment, but they are definitely racing us at the minute. Pretty even Stevens at the moment then between me and the Porsche. Towards the hairpin, but down the inside of the Porsche. Get on them brakes. Get it turned in. Watch the space. Gets us nicely then into P6. P5 making a pit stop. Got to watch for a counter now from the Porsche. We're going to see a counter attack here from the Porsche into the first corner. He's looking up that inside. There he goes. We can hold it there around the outside just to take that place back. Oh, there we are. Develop a little bit of a gap to the cars behind, really utilising those racing soft tyres. Boy, battle though, the more the tyre's going to wear out, so it's obviously bear that in mind. Try to escape the group that's kind of formed up behind us. Almost 4 laps of this race completed already. Going by pretty quick. Up and over the brow then to start lap number 5. Michael's first corner, quick double shift there into third just to help keep that traction on the way out. Personal best in the first sector, that's what we like. Sit now, just get into a rhythm. Nice rhythm. That'll help take us a long way, just maintaining a nice rhythm through all these corners. Get the brakes in for the hairpin, but kind of missed the apex there, but we've got it round. I'm sort of seeing what the guys behind me are doing with regards to making tyre stops. I'm not really, I don't know yet. I mean, guys in the last race were pushing the tyres all the way to the end near enough. So, yeah, just keep an eye on it for now and see. It's a case of whichever one blinks first, the others will follow. more we stay out though, the more the tyres are going to wear off, the more battling we're doing like we're doing at the minute, the tyres are going to wear out even more, so it's always things to consider. Of course, you're getting the move done then for the moment. Building that defensive line. Oh, coming back across there. Just to maybe allow us there to have a little bit of a look there. That breaks himself a little bit there, not quite. Yeah, just sit behind for the minute. Still staying out. I'll stay out then. Pit stop behind. Bit of a run here into the first corner. Ooh, I'll get on them brakes. Oh, at least the space there. That's nice. Just sort of watch it as we turn out. Ah, job done. Into fourth now, which is good. Obviously, we'll drop back when we make our pit stop. Just kind of struggling a little bit there now through there as the tyres wear off. Maybe this lap will go in. I want to maintain a good level of tyre grip throughout the race. So, yeah, I'll have a look at this lap. Let's do it. Box, 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 box. Be out just in this group. Right, fresh set of racing soft tyres. Let's get on with it. Bit of a battle there in front of us as we rejoin. We get ourselves involved in this one. Alfa Romeo there and a GT40 going wheel to wheel. Fresh set of racing soft tyres. Let's get on it. Let's use them. We'll send it on the Alfa. Oh, not quite. Signal of intent. 0.5. Yeah, but I'm going to dive bomb into the hairpin. And go with the Alfa. Got 4 laps to go. Try and get the Alfa here, maybe not quite. We are behind though, going through the first sector here, but we're not really poised at the moment to make a move. These are not really corners for dive bombs or anything like that. Go now because the Alpha's got a penalty that they'll take up ahead, so that will put us into 8th, which is good stuff for us. Get after P7 now. They're in the GT40 by the look of it, so they're going to be flying down this section here. But again, hopefully we'll get them back a little bit in the infield section, so one of those really that will just sort of balance itself out. Ready to go. It'll be more battling with the Alpha really at this stage as opposed to trying to go after P7. The Alpha's up a little bit twice there behind us, just sort of keep it nice and clean through here, just all maintain that rhythm through these corners here. This corner here just comes up on you a little bit like that. Oh, we could have been a bit better through there. That's going to maybe... Oh, the Alpha's run a bit wide as well. Is again running very late there with the pit stops. Lap 10. End of lap 10 for changing the tyres. One of those really. You get free rein over when you stop as long as you make the pit stop. It doesn't matter when you do it as long as you do it. We've got 2 laps to go then. We're going to have to kind of absorb a little bit of pressure now in these final couple of laps. Definitely from the Alpha anyway. I'd say the car behind them, P10, they've got a bit of a chance as well if we are just not able to keep it on the track for these final, well, lap and a bit. Just keep an eye out on that. Towards the hairpin, not really poised at the minute there for a move, or there might be actually because we've just gone in there very, very deep, and oh, yeah, he's gone through there, hasn't he? Oh, that was our own doing there, wasn't it? Oh, just too late at the hairpin. Still 1 lap to go though. We are still fighting these guys here. They try to throw it in this middle bit here, just really hook it up. Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, Nissan GTR, Nismo, really good combo here. A good variety of cars on track. It's still going on. They go to the hairpin, you know this one. Case of looking to see if anything arises for us in terms of opportunity. Ferrari defensive into the hairpin. I was going to back me into the Alpha a little bit there. The Alpha cuts the apex a little bit. I think though now it's going to run to the finish line. Well, Ferrari's getting away. It's against the Alpha. Come on! Oh, I think... Yeah. Oh, look at that. 0.002 of a second. Wow. Yeah, really good this daily race. Can see why people like it. Good track, lots of different cars, great battles, great racing. Overall, really happy days.